What is up, YouTube? Is Midwest Raider coming at you with another video from my channel. So today I have the Rockville Ram12bt, means Bluetooth. It's from Rockville. It says it's a 600 watt peak speaker with 150 watts RMS, and it claims to be able to use karaoke, all kinds of other features with it. I've had it for a very long time. I might have an older edition of it. It does look a little bit different, but I want to show you the ins, outs, cons, positives, negatives, because I've had it for a long time and I can tell you all about it. So let's get into it right after that intro. Thanks. What's up, guys? It's Midwest Raider coming at you with another video for my channel. So today I have the Ram12bt from Rockville. Now, I know Rockville kind of has a up and down name within the DJ community. They do tend to overinflate some of their watts and have some issues with some of their products, but overall I've had a pretty good experience with Rockville, so I just wanted to let you guys know that right off the top. Speaking of their customer service, this particular speaker that I got, I've had this speaker for about 2 years, and so I thought it was a good time to go ahead and just do a review for it, because one, it's portable, and two, it is a pretty good backup speaker that I've used many times, and it's helped me. Like I said, when I buy things, not only am I looking for value, budget, sometimes, but I'm looking for how it can help me be a better DJ, and it has, because it's come through with when I needed a extra speaker. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but it has helped. Now, this particular speaker, when I first bought it 2 years ago, did have an issue with a hum and some crackling, and it was just not bearable and unacceptable, so I did return it. Well, I had really good luck with the customer service with Rockville, and they sent me a brand new one. It took a little while, but I did get one, and this is the particular model that I got, and it was working very, very good. So, like I said, I've had decent luck with their customer service, and I've also had decent luck with a lot of their products. There is some products that I do like very, very much. Some of their monitor type speakers I really do like from Rockville, and I have a review on those. I have a mixer from Rockville, and I like that mixer. And I also have a equalizer from Rockville, which is a great price, and it actually works very, very good for me. And this particular speaker as well, and a few microphones from Rockville. So I do have some equipment from Rockville, and they're decent equipment that'll get the job done. So I'll pretty much put it at that. But let's go ahead and talk about this Rockville speaker, this Ram12 Bluetooth speaker. Now, it is a 12-inch woofer. It does have a really big tweeter on the top. It is about 600 watts. They're saying from Rockville. Like I said, I think they tend to inflate some of their stuff, but it does say it's 150 watts RMS, which I can believe. It does have a slew of things, guys, going for it, which are really cool, and I really want to bring them to you. So I thought it was a good idea. So overall construction, though, guys, it is all plastic. But it is built well for being plastic. It's been pretty tough. Like I said, I have taken it. I've had it for 2 years, guys, and beat it up, and it's still working pretty decently, guys. And we'll get into that a little bit on some things I'll show you. But it's still built pretty well. Everything, I've thrown it in cars, and my van, and my truck. And there's a few little surface scratches that I can see, but other than that, it's holding up pretty well. It does weigh about 30 pounds, so it is a little bit on the heavy side, and I think because it has a giant rechargeable battery in it, That's probably one of the main reasons. Also, if you guys notice, my particular model might look a little bit different from the model that they're selling today, because I think they just changed it a little bit, but it still has all the same features and things going for it that mine does. I think they just changed the back of the design a little bit, because I think they put the handle on the back here instead of coming out of the middle of the speaker on my particular model. But you might get this model, or you might get the other one, but they'll all do the same things and have the same features, so just to let you know. But other than that, guys, like I said, it has pretty cool little features, has handles on the side, you know, easy to carry, wheels on the bottom so you can roll it like a luggage, which is very nice. You know, you don't have to wreck your back or anything carrying it, although it's not super heavy, but it is around 30 pounds, so it's nice to have this handle, which is adjustable. You can see there, like I said, it's still working pretty well. And like I said, I've had it about 2 years, so I thought, you know, if a speaker that is $174, it was probably $199 when I purchased it, but it's $174 now. And like I said, if it can handle 2 years of abuse from a DJ, then it's worth talking about. So that's why I bring it to you guys today. So we're going to get in here and I'll show you a little bit closer all the overall features on it. But I just want to show you, it does have a pole mount on the bottom. As you can see, we're on a pole mount right here. So it is very portable. So if you wanted to get 2 of these, you could definitely do that. And now you might have an issue with 4 microphones on a VHF, you know, type system. I don't know if they would have issues, but you most of the time don't need 4 microphones. But you could definitely use 2 on one speaker. They should work just fine. But you can link these speakers together. It does have outputs to do that on the back. But like I said, pretty good, pretty decent looking speaker. I mean, it looks like any other PA speaker out there. And the performance is, it's decent and definitely will get the job done. I'm not going to say the best sounding speakers I've ever heard, but they sound good enough, like I said, to get the job done. So I'm going to go ahead and take you in for a closer look and show you all the features, because it does have a lot, guys. So it does have a lot going for it for $174. So let's go in, take you close, and I'll show you the rest of the speaker. All right, guys, so we're back into the speaker here. So I wanted to show you up close. Notice it is a little dusty, like I said. Have been storing it for a while, but I do use it. I do most of the time take it with me every time I have a gig. Here we go. So you got your handles on the side, guys. It is very sturdy. It is plastic, but like I said, it's still pretty sturdy. Outside the speaker, it looks pretty decent. It does have the pole mount on the bottom, like I said, guys. It will have a handle on the top with the top here, so it does lock into place and you can carry it nicely. Wheels on the bottom, like I said. It does have a giant battery down here. So let's start from the bottom here. So you got your plug in here. It can run while plugged in, so that's no issues. Have your power switch here. You have a inline fuse here. These are your antennas, which are a little, you know, gaudy at times, but you know, they do work and get the job done for your microphones here. So get those out of the way here, but let's get into, so it does have your battery meter here, and also you have a external battery connection. So if you wanted to link these to an actual, like if you were out by your car or something and you wanted to hook up to a battery, you can, which is a cool feature if you needed to do that. These are your mic volumes right here. So it is VHF RF here, and you'll have volumes for that, and you can turn the microphones on and off. You do have a line input RCA, you do have a line output RCA, so you could link this to a subwoofer if you needed it. So you could have, like I said, 2 of these and link them to a subwoofer, or like I said, you could link this to another speaker, so you could definitely run 2 of them together. So either way, you could still do that. You have your MP3 choice and your line. Now I just want to let you guys know, so when you have this pushed in, it's kind of hard. It's not noticeable, like I said, so you kind of have to just feel where it is. So that's in and that's out, okay, because the button doesn't like stay down, so you can't really tell if it's in or not, so you kind of just have to double check them to make sure. So you have your line MP3 here, you have your mic echo, and you have your master volume here. You have line volumes up here for these inputs, so you have a XLR input here and a quarter jack here, so you have two different inputs here and two different input volumes here, so one for the XLR and one for the quarter jack. You do have a little graphic equalizer, which is very cool. It does help dial in a little bit, at least, the speaker, because it does have, like I said, it sounds flat pretty much a lot of the time, but you can add a little bit through that graphic equalizer, so that is nice. It does have a large full-size SD card. It also has a USB drive that you can hook up a USB thumb drive with music and just let it play. The cool thing, we'll go ahead and turn this on, because like I said, it is portable, it's not plugged in, it's working. Like I said, I had this 2 years and the battery is still working, so that's good. But you do have Bluetooth, which is very cool. So I do have Bluetooth capability, millimeter, but you also have, I'll go through the movement, you have the radio, guys. So that's very cool, and you can go through the channels here just simply by hitting a knob here, and I can get channels, and then I'm going to turn the volume down. One of our Walmart locations. So you can see that you have the radio, which is very cool, so you can play the radio with this. A lot of speakers you don't have that, so it's kind of cool. So it is a multi-platform, so not only can you hook your Bluetooth phone to it, but you can still play the radio if you just want a speaker that can play the radio, which some of these speakers just don't have these days. Like I said, so with the line, like I said, so that's in and that's out. So you want it clicked in to get the radio there. So anyways, guys, I think that's about it. I do want to show you a couple things here. So you have your antennas. You have to be careful with those. You also have to be careful with these microphone holders. They do hold your microphone, but you can see this one's already kind of bent down a little bit. This one's a little bit more normal, but that one's definitely bent down a little bit. And I have had one that broke, so I did break one. Luckily I was able to find an extra one and I was able to fix it. But so you need to be careful when you're transporting this, because if they flip down and the speaker rolls, it just break right off, guys. So you got to be careful with these. I usually don't put the microphones in them unless I'm actually on gig, and then I'll put it in there just so I remember where it's at. But so those are very fragile, so be careful with these microphone holders. It does come with two microphones. They both work decently. They pick up. The only thing that they have a talk over button here, but I don't think it works very good. Kind of has an audible little click, and I'll show you that in a second, guys, that you'll hear, which is not my favorite in my opinion, so I don't use the talk over on this a lot. But it is there, which is, you know, a feature if you needed it. And then also I'll show you the microphones as well, and we'll get there in a second. But very cool little portable speaker, like I said, has helped me, and we'll talk about that when I finish up on here. But you can see the speaker there. But like I said, I've had it 2 years and it's dealing with the abuse. So let's get you back on the stand here, and we'll finish this video up. All right, guys, so let's wrap this video up, guys, on the Ram12 Bluetooth speaker from Rockville. Now, overall, let's talk about the positives. One, the price point. The price point is excellent at $174. You can't really beat that, guys. Very, very good for a 12-inch PA speaker with a lot of technology in it. A lot of Bluetooth, SD card readers, wireless microphones. Having a radio, which can make it very universal for you. You can use it as a backyard barbecue speaker. You can use it for the garage. You can do all kinds of stuff with it, guys. So very, very cool speaker, just from price point wise and all the technology that's in it. Sound wise, decent speaker will get the job done, guys, is how I'm going to put it. It's not the best sounding speaker in the world. To me, it sounds a little bit flat at all levels, but you can dial it in just a little bit to get the best sound out of whatever music you're listening to with that equalizer. So it's cool that it's there. The microphones sound pretty decent. They do work, but they are very, very cheap. So this is a microphone right here, guys. All plastic construction, very, very cheap. And let me show you. I did take it to a gig, and of course those microphones got dropped. And look, this is what happens. You guys all know what that is. That is the duct tape fix. The bottom just shattered. So you can hear it rattle a little bit. Just a little bit. So it is plastic, and what that is the actual switch that's rattling. But it does work still, but they are fragile, so be careful. You get 2 of them. I have another one. It's brand new. It's still in the box. I haven't even taken it out of the box set. So eventually I probably will have to replace this guy. Usually I don't, use it. They claim the speaker is used, could be used very good for karaoke, and it definitely could because it has 2 microphones, but I usually don't use it for karaoke, so I have actually another setup if I were to do that. But it has been an extra speaker for me that has worked very good, very good. So the positives on that: how does it make you a better DJ? One example, I've definitely taken this out. I always take it with me. So I have my main setup, and then I have this as a backup emergency speaker if I were to need it. Not only is it rechargeable, so it could play, an hour, 2, 3 on the battery, which is probably the most I've gotten out of it before I wanted to plug it in, especially now that it's a little bit older. But yes, it will play a couple hours not being plugged in. You can plug it in, and it's an extra speaker, guys. One time I had a gig, and they had a slideshow. They didn't have a speaker for the slideshow, so I said, hey guys, I have an extra speaker. I'll bring it in, hook it up. And they were very, very pleased that I could help them in that way. Okay, not only had my main setup for music, but I was able to bring in this extra guy, had a wire, plugged it into their slideshow setup, and they were able to play the music for their slideshow, and I still could just turn on my music when they were done with that. So it worked out very good to have this extra guy with me, guys. So it's just something to keep in mind. Also, if I were to have a complete meltdown in my system, I can plug this guy in, and it should, get us through the night. Okay, guys? So it's always good to have extra, be prepared, and get through. So there's a lot of more options out there, but maybe your setup was where you spent your money, and you just need something just in case. $174, you can get that done, and this has been a good speaker for me. All right. So those are all the positives with it, guys. All the extras that you get with it: EQ, rechargeable, radio, enough connections to get stuff done with the quarter jack, XLR, and RCAs. Bluetooth, can play music with an SD card. Microphones are okay, like I said, they sound decent enough, will get the job done as well. The only thing I really like, I don't really like, is the talk over button. I don't think it works awesome, so. But I will give a quick demonstration of that. And the negatives, so let's talk about the negatives. The microphones, to me, are negatives. They're really cheaply made. I wish they would have been able to something a little bit more sturdy, but probably would have ramped up the cost a little bit. So. But yeah, notice that, like I said, that one's broke, shattered with one drop, and now I have the Bluetooth, the duct tape repair. So, but they still work right now. I'll show you. Another speaker, you can hook up any microphone. This is another Rockville microphone. Pretty good little microphone from Rockville that I actually like. I have 2 of these too. So, good little microphone that you can hook into the system as well if you want to look for those. But I'll show you the difference between both of them there. And then I can kind of give you a little sound test, nothing more. Like I said, if you have headphones, it might help the sound that you guys can get out of it. But let's go ahead and check that out real quick. I'll get this plugged in for you guys real quick. Plug that into the XLR. All right, so I have everything flat anyways, but I want to show you that the microphones work. So we're going to go ahead and turn the microphone section on. Get these, I don't know which one it is, so I'm just turning both up. And you can see, gotta click it all the way to the top. And mic check, 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 check. Gotta get some master volume. Check, 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 mic check. Check, 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 mic check. So you can see it is working, and it sounds pretty good. It has a good connection. I can walk around my room, it's about a 20-foot room, and I will pick up from everywhere with this microphone. So it does sound pretty decent here, guys. And I'll turn it this way. Yeah, there we go. So, you know, pretty good little microphone system and a little extra in case you need it. I'll go ahead and turn the other mic on, guys. Mic check, mic check. So you get a little bit cleaner sound with a direct line in, so you can definitely hear the difference. And this is a pretty decent microphone as well. It's a Rockville microphone, so if you want to take a look at it. But you do get a nice little clean sound out of this setup. You know, a little bit better than the wireless, but the wireless do work. All right, I'll give you a little sound test on the speaker. Alright guys, so that's a quick little sound test for you. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Alright guys, so that's a quick sound test for you on the Rockville Ram12bt. Like I said, $174. It's a great extra speaker to have. Like I said, I gave you positives and negatives. Like I said, positives, so many features in the speaker. Rechargeable, gets you through an extra speaker with 2 microphones. Both work very good. Has all kinds of EQ and features with it. Negatives, like I said, it's a decent speaker, decent sound. Sounds flat to me in most scenarios, but you can dial it in a little bit with EQ. Microphones, kind of a negative. They do work, so I'll give them that, but very fragile and plasticky. And then on the speaker itself, my negatives are the antennas. They're very clunky and don't look very good, but they do get the job done, so they are a necessity. And also these little microphone holders on the side, very fragile, have to be careful. If the speaker rolls or something, you put too much pressure on them, they will break, snap, because they're not, very, very plasticky and breakable. So you guys got to be careful with it. But if you be careful with it, take care of it, do the best you can. The battery's still working, speaker's still working, and at $174, it's a great speaker to have a backup to help you guys get through things if you need it. So I do like the speaker. They claim it as a karaoke speaker through Rockville a lot, but you can use it for all kinds of stuff, guys. So a cool little speaker. I do like it. I would recommend it. At $174, you can't really beat it. I think that's about it, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been Midwest Raider on the Ram12bt from Rockville. $174 speaker. That's a 12-inch woofer PA speaker that I think could do well for you if you guys need a easy Bluetooth PA speaker that could help you in different categories of your DJing gigs. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been Midwest Raider, and we'll talk to you guys later.